gamers, today we're going to look at the Distilled board game and its expansions. Let's check it out.
To set up for the game, each player will take a player board with one of these little wet recipe tiles here. They will also take any one of these double-sided recipes. Everyone must have the same one. And whichever of the alcohols that you make, whichever side everyone decides to turn it to, will stay like that on the board. And you'll put one of each of those alcohols, including vodka and moonshine, out on this board here where your score tracker is. You got your 50 and 100 point score tracker over here. You have the barrel that counts the rounds here. Your character card will tell you what type of starting resources. So I get 2 coin, 1 yeast, no water. So I have 1 yeast. I put it in my pantry. You always start with a metal barrel and a bottle that you'll always keep in the game. You'll also start with your special ingredient. It'll be over to the side. There are ways to get this special ingredient to make your special liqueur. Later on, you have your little secret recipe over here you'll put here. You can only make it one time in the game. After that, players do have abilities in the game. If it has that little green insignia by it, that means at the beginning of the game. Alright, so that's what I would do every round afterwards. You also start with 3 of these Distilled Goals cards. They'll give you in-game goals. Of course, after the 3rd round, as the board indicates, you will have to discard one of these, and you only score 2 at the end of the game. You have your basic market laid out here, your advanced market laid out here with the dump truck here. You have 4 little medals over there. It's per player plus 1, so in a 3-player game you'd have 4, 5 for a 4-player game. At the end of every round, you need to see if anyone scored those, and that person will get it immediately. If there's a tie, then both people will split the score. You'll have your money, your recipes, recipe cubes over here. You'll have alcohol cards here, flavor cards here, and of course items, ingredients, and upgrades spread across the board like so. First player will get the first player token, and then you're ready to go. The first phase is the market phase. In the market phase, like it says right here, hey, you can buy only maximum of 2 in the basic market. You can buy anything else. What else can you buy besides stuff in the basic market? You can buy stuff from the advanced market by paying the price here over to the red tag there. And you can also buy recipes. If you see here, there's 2 in bronze. Bronze costs $2. The ones in silver, which there are 3 in this example, cost 4, and these 2 ones in gold would cost 6. And once you paid that money, you would just take the cube and put it there. That would give you the ability to make that spirit at the end of the round. Now, if you don't have a cube there, but you have the qualifications, you can't make it because you don't know the recipe. So you have to study the recipe first. And at the beginning, everyone can make moonshine, vodka, or they do have the ability to make their signature recipe. Anyway, once everyone has done either buying recipes, buying from the advanced market, or buying base market goods, one thing to mention with base market goods, and it says here on the card, whenever you get a yeast, you get a coin. You gain a coin when you purchase it. Or whenever you get a water, it says, hey, you may reveal the top card of any market deck and purchase it. And if you don't, you just put it at the bottom of the deck. So maybe there's something you're really wanting out here that's not here. You flip this over, you have a chance to buy it, or here, or there. It's just optional, but it gives you a chance to buy something else in the prime market there. Anyway, after that, after everyone has taken their turns, let's say I took this turn and this turn here. So these are worth 0. That's good. Maybe I even cashed in 2 of my coins and I unlocked this little one here, the bronze one. Maybe make some of that. So now what you're going to do, the secret ingredient, your special ingredient goes over there. You don't have it unlocked first. Is what I'm going to do, and it says, well, we as a house rule, we put our cards over here to the side to know that how many cards we've purchased in the basic market each round. So if you purchase 2, you know you can't purchase any more. I could have bought from there if I had more money, or bought more recipes if I wanted to. But anyway, let's say I do these. Now, what I have is you always need yeast and water, and then 1 sugar. That's at the very minimum what you need. Your yeast goes here, your water goes here, your sugar goes there. Any other additional water or yeast or even sugars you want to put in, you may. And for every sugar you put into your liqueur here, you get 1 alcohol card that gets put in there too. Then you're going to take up your cards and shuffle, or you could ask the neighbor beside you to shuffle. And then you're going to remove the top card, place it back in your pantry, and the bottom card and place it back into your pantry. And then you're going to see what you made. Now if you see here, I don't have any sugar in here, but moonshine is not made with sugar. So you can always make either moonshine or vodka every round. If I instead had picked maybe these 2 cards and had 1 sugar, well, I couldn't make moonshine, but I can make vodka because it needs any of those sugars. All right, and then down here, what I'll do, but I had this one, so let's say I made this moonshine. So what I'll do is I'll get my metal barrel, put the ingredients like that, and then grab one of these moonshine tokens and put it over like that. Now, after everyone has brewed and made their liquor, now it comes to the sell phase where you're selling it, and as you can see here, this cannot age. If it has a timer on it, and let me show you here, some of these have the little timer on it, that means they have to age at least one in the game. So these bottom ones do, but these exits through them, they cannot, and so neither can moonshine or vodka, cannot be saved for the next round, so you must sell it there or lose it. So I would sell it. What would I get? Well, I'd get all the coin that's over to the left here, plus any coin in my bottle, because I got to bottle it up too. And then I would discard these back into the base market, and I'd keep these. You always keep your glass bottle and your metal barrel. Okay, anything else you buy later on, you can discard after you're done doing it, but with these, you will always keep them. After that, I got my moonshine token, I got my money. Moonshine gave me 2 coin and a victory point, so I'd also get that. If I'd use a special ingredient maybe for that, this wouldn't be for moonshine, this would have been maybe for vodka, I would have added up those victory points and that coin if I could have gotten this one, which would have been nice. But anyway, once you have that, then you're going to place it over one of these 7 bonuses where you can either get 2 victory points or a number of things. You can get a free upgrade or a free ingredient or a free item, or you could get your special recipe, your special ingredient unlocked to make your big time special recipe, or just get 5 coins, you know, or discard a card from your pantry to take anything in the discard pile, because after a while, this truck at the end of every round, you'll discard the last card here on top of any cards that have been used. So if I'd used some of these primary resources, they'd have gone into the pickup truck. And then you'd shift all these down and bring out one each at the end of the round. But maybe during a round, there's so many nice things in one of these discard piles that you may want to, I may want to discard one of my items and pick from that equal place. So if I discarded one of my old, you know, bottles I didn't want, I could go through the discard pile and buy a nicer one, or one that would fit. Certain bottles can do certain things. It'll tell you in the game if it's this type of spirit, which matches the icon on the board, it's worth 4 extra points. If not, it's just worth 2 extra points. So certain things will give you certain points. And if it's special bottles, if I brewed it in a special bottle, I'd put it over to the side. I wouldn't throw this away, because at the end of the game, you're going to get a set collection for how many different bottles you collected at the end of the game. But I'd place this over that, get it, so let's say I go here, and I get my 5 coin. Plus my 2, well, I spent 1, 2, I think it was 3, yeah, 3 coin, plus 4, 5, so I get another 5 coin. So I'm rich now, all right? And then we start over again with the market phase again. Now, you do have special characters you can buy, or special equipment that you can buy. You can get up to 3 upgrades that can do various things in your game that doctor all these rules. If I had instead pulled these 2, by the way, alcohol cards from here on out, any leftover alcohol cards will stay in your hand, and they can count as a wild water or yeast. They may not count as a sugar. It's either water or yeast. So if I had this next time, I just need to make sure I get a yeast this next round, and I get $1 for getting that yeast. But then my special ability is to grab either a water or a yeast at the beginning of the next round, so maybe I go ahead and grab that yeast for free. And now look at me. I can go on and start maybe grabbing some sugars or paying for some stuff to brew something even better. And now that I can brew this with one of the plant sugars, it'll tell you what it is. It'll tell you whether it needs plant, grain, or fruit. Let's see, fruit, grain, plant. And down here is the barrel. This requires a clay pot, so I'd have to get a generic clay barrel, or there are some nicer clay barrels that come out. If I want to age my liquor, let's say I made some brandy, then it would have to age for a turn. And what I would do, I'd have to get a wooden barrel, because wooden barrels can age. As you see, my metal barrel can't make it. You must have a barrel to move it in. So if I was making brandy and I had all the necessary requirements, I'd put it in my barrel, grab my brandy token, and then age it here. Whenever you age something, every round you're going to add a flavor to it. You don't look at it, and the longer you age it, you can sell it any time after that next round, but the longer you age it, the more victory points you'll get. So if you can age it up to 5 rounds, you get an extra 15 when selling it. Now at the end of the game, if you do not sell this in time, then each flavor card would only give you 1 point, and then plus you get any victory points you had over in these corners here for it, but you wouldn't get any of the money for it at the end of the game. The other thing is, what happens if you run out of one of these tokens? Like maybe everyone has already made brandy and I wanted to make it. I could still make it. I just wouldn't claim this to be able to claim my bonus. I would still get the victory points indicated here on the card. And I would get any victory points that I had on my board for fruit. So if I had this for fruit and maybe this for fruit, I'd get those $4. $3. I get the 4 victory points opposed to everything else. And maybe I had it in a nice bottle here, which gave me 2 coin and 4 extra victory points. A big bottle, of course. But you can keep brewing different things, different types of whiskeys or liquors or spirits or whatnot. And of course, remember, you're taking the top and bottom card and always putting it back in your pantry. Now, the game will end. I should also mention one other thing here. At the end of a round, if you did not sell any alcohol, maybe you had to age it and you couldn't sell it that round, then what you can do is you can move down to 4 victory points and get 1 coin for each victory point you sacrifice there. So maximum of 4. It's optional if you want to do it. Then you can move the barrel down and start the process again, passing the first player. And after 7 rounds, of course, after the 3rd round, you're getting rid of one of these, but you're adding up any in-game victory points you had, any leftover victory points from age cards, or cards you had in here, but you couldn't have time to age them. You'll get the flavor card. You will get points for. Sometimes they'll give you money when you cash it in, but not at the end of the game. It won't give you money. And then you're also going to add up of course, you're adding up any of these bonus points. Don't forget to check for those each round. And whoever has the most points win. The Africa and Middle East expansion comes with new of these cards, with new ingredients of things you can make. It comes with extra character cards, extra upgrades to get. Look at that one. Counts for any type of sugar, wild sugars and stuff like that. Extra upgrades, extra items, extra flavors there. So you get a little bit extra everything there, and there's some special ingredients for your guys there. Also comes with extra goals as well. So just a little bit more of extra stuff. So if you want to make some, whatever this is, Grogu or whatnot, you can. So just adds extra spirits, extra everything to the game. And finally, you have the Cast Strength mini expansion. Comes with more specialists, more flavors. It comes with these little, it says dynamic market cards. What you do is you'll shuffle it and reveal the first one, and that means next round, grain will cost +1, or any fruits will be a discount on. Any glass bottles have a -1 discount. And depending on what type of world, it'll say this on the card, on the liquor that you sold, you may get extra coin for that round. And then that's for the next round. So once you play in the current round, then you'll flip over the one for the next round, so you can kind of always forecast what happens each round. It comes with new advanced market items that come with special abilities on them. There's also a little promo pack that comes with extra people, extra glasses, extra their secret recipes, and blank tasting journals if you want to make up your own rules for flavors here. That's just the little promo pack.
Final thoughts. What do I think about the game? Well, I've been looking at this game. It's funny because I don't drink alcohol. I love viticulture and I love distilled. I think distilled is excellent. Sorry about the very end there. As a parent, you get no peace and quiet. During the end, the kids were very loud. I hope it didn't pick up on the mic. They were very loud then, throwing me off. Anyway, I've been looking at this game on and off for the past year now. I finally got it in a good trade, and I love it. I really think it's good. At first, when I played it, I didn't really know what to think because we only made like 1 or 2 points. And I was like, oh, in the first round, we've only made 1. And then after that, you only make a few more points after that. I was thinking, this is a slow turning game. Can you ever get to 50? Yes, I got over 100. My very first time. It really starts to snowball. You start seeing, you start getting more money, using different items. Different items that come out can really help you upgrades. People started going full-fledged for the bigger sugars and the ingredients in the high market then. And you can make mistakes too. If you're not paying attention, you can make a mistake and pick up, forget to pick up a barrel or forget to pick up a vase because I needed to brew something, but it needed a clay barrel. It didn't need a wood barrel. And I was like, oh no, and so I couldn't make it. When buying recipes, you don't have to unlock every recipe. That's a big mistake too. At first I thought you had to, but then I pretty much saw, no, you go for your strengths and weaknesses. Hey, if I can't make this, at least I can make X, and you start buying certain formulas to go with your strategy. Even though it's different cards you can use each time, which I love, different different types of alcohol you can make each round, each game. You can really use the same card several times over and play with different advantages. Some people start with secret ingredients. Secret recipes they already know. Some people start with extra coin or extra abilities. It's really awesome. I really love the base game. Now, should you get any of the expansions? For Africa and Middle East, yes, I think you should. I think it's excellent. By the way, this all fits in the base game, in the insert. So I don't know if I just have a later version that carried this, that made sure you got this with the insert, but I noticed, I said, wait, I got extra pieces. And this came in like the next day after we played, and so we played with this, and I found out, wait a minute, I think all these pieces will fit in those extra pockets I have in my insert, and I was right. With Distilled, I like everything except for the advanced market. I really don't like that one. I played with it once. I will probably not play with it again because I felt like it does change the game up significantly, but however, now everyone's doing the same strategy. Everyone's buying fruit right now because we know it's going to go up. So you got to buy fruit now. Everyone's buying plants right now. Plants go really fast because they're cheap right now. And so it just drives everyone to one strategy. Oh, this is going on right now. I got to get a bottle right now because they're cheap right now. And so everyone's buying up bottles and you can't get one. Because now the market doesn't have any bottles left in it because they get bought up immediately. I mean, that's the breaks, right? But that one was not fun. Other than that, this is a nice expansion pack with other cards too. I have not played with every character at all. But I do love the different characters so far. And overall, I know they're coming up with another expansion called Cocktails next year. I probably will get it because I've been very happy, very impressed. I don't know if I have a upgraded, well, obviously metal coins, so maybe I do have an upgraded version. But either way, though, even the base version would be nice. I think they're just cardboard coins, cardboard first player toys is a big metal thing. It's really beautiful. But other than that, I really do enjoy this game. It's great to go along with the kind of like viticulture, we're making wine, and here you're making hard liquor. And I'm a non-alcoholic here, so maybe I need to get a game that lets you brew beer next. I don't know. But overall, I really do enjoy this game. It is a keeper. Even a top 100 game, if I be so bold to say. All right, gamers, that's it for now. Until next time, you know what to do. Game on!